Previously on the Courtship.
Wow.
Our suitors and Miss Remy went into the masquerade ball with their masks on and their eyes wide open.
You're special to me, and I hope you know that.
I feel so far I've been doing everything right.
But intrigue levels were turned up a notch by the arrival from English high society of Mr. Nazaire.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, God.
He has a history of stealing people's girlfriends.
I've made you a lemon drizzle cake.
I hope I'm not intruding. I've got some gifts.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm gonna eat some more cake.
The worldly Mr. Hunter made quite the impression on Miss Remy during their castle date, but he hasn't had much alone time since.
You gotta remind me of the spark that we have.
And Mr. Holland, Mr. Judge, and Mr. Nazaire found themselves on the dance card.
I want you to stay.
But no one ended up going home.
It's a farewell dance. You only manage the dance bit.
It's a new day in our heroine's search for everlasting love. And with Mr. Nazaire recently welcomed to the castle, our suitors dissect last night's farewell dance.
After the ball, I was, like, kind of bothered that nobody went home. Like, everybody's great, but somebody going home is like a sign of relief that you're, like, getting that much closer to, like...
Yeah. Progress.
Yeah, it's progress.
Jay, how was your first time being down there?
It was scary, it was intense, heart was pounding. I am falling for Miss Remy. It's somewhat strange to me. I didn't think I can feel this way about someone in a short amount of time. She's a beautiful person. She has a heart. She's caring. She's someone I can, see myself with.
While doting father of one, Mr. Holland is clearly here fighting for love, across the room, the two Brits are engaged in another type of warfare.
It's our second battle.
Let's go.
And for any fans of heavy-handed metaphors, you're in for a treat.
I'm trying to take your queen, and obviously the queen in this situation is Nicole. Can I do this? Yes, I can.
Miles is a bit of a...
Wanker. Trying to outdo me.
Walked in with a 2-tier cake. So I think I need to go full steam ahead, trying to kind of capture Miss Remy's eyes. It's going to be tough.
You're gonna have to take your queen.
Oh, no. Well, I didn't see that coming.
With the romantically inexperienced Mr. Mumbrae prevailing in the Battle of the Brits, he's earned his morning cuppa, and with it, the daily tea.
Oh, come in.
We have the daily tea.
A new day brings with it the promise of new beginnings and old friends, as two of Miss Remy's court makes a long-awaited return.
I wonder what they're gonna think about Miles.
I know.
Finally, rumor has it that this evening there's to be the most exquisite dinner at the castle.
As ever, all suitors will be expected to bring their finest Regency manners. And after dinner, there will be parlor games to let your hair down.
However, not everyone will be invited.
Oh, my God.
Mom and Dad are back today, and they've missed quite a bit. There's so much to catch them up on.
What's the latest news?
Right after you guys left, I sent home Dr. Atem. Oh. Then after that, I sent home, well, actually, he sent himself home, Captain Kim.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. And then, new suitor. New suitor.
So what's his name and where is he from?
Yes, his name is Miles Nazaire. His dad is from France, so he speaks French.
I think I'd like to have an opportunity to talk to him.
We're glad to be back and have a little more conversation with these young men.
I need you guys to really dish to me, okay?
All right.
Serve it up.
Extravagant dinners were a staple of Regency life. Manners and conduct were everything, and it was always preferable to be seated nearest the hostess. And if you were lucky enough to be selected to give the first toast, then your place in society was set. With Mr. and Mrs. Remy returning from their travels, this evening the suitors should be on their best behaviour.
We've had so much training for this Regency era, but I've never even been to a formal event like this.
I'm definitely somewhat, concerned. I might just take a little peek, see what everybody else is doing, and maybe try to fall in line.
This is a time to really not screw up. I think Miles is the first time he's going to be meeting the parents. He's got to be on his A game.
It's not going to be a simple dinner. We're all here to impress, and at the end of this evening, we want to be invited to the parlour games. If we have to put our foot forward and put someone behind, we'll have to do it.
I'm at the end of the table, right next to the charming Miles. I'm trying to think of how to describe Miles. I'm just thinking, like something French, like French. A crepe. A crepe? Crepe. A crepe? Is that how they go? He's a crepe.
Are you nervous? Yeah, I feel the nerves.
The biggest thing to be aware of is that no French with them. There's just something about it that they don't like.
The Remy family arrives in all their finery. Tonight, the emphasis is not only on etiquette. Miss Remy is also tasked with choosing 4 suitors to attend an exclusive Regency after-party in the parlour. So the gentlemen will be out to impress.
How are you guys?
Mr. Remy, love to see you.
Thank you. Gentlemen, please have a seat.
How are you, Mrs. Remy?
I'm doing quite well, and you, Mr. Hunter?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Could not be better.
I can't say I grew up taught tons of etiquette. I think I remember that toasts are encouraged.
I'd like to propose a toast, and I would like to welcome you gentlemen to this wonderful dinner that we're about to have here in our family.
Could I also propose?
Christian made a very bold move, interrupting Mr. Remy's toast. I personally don't think it was the right move.
After Mr. Combs proposes his toast,
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
I'd like to give Mr. Nazir the opportunity to be next. Mr. Combs? Well.
I just wanted to have a cheers to the entire Remy family. Everything you guys are, I'm proud to be here, to know your daughter, and I feel like if I make it to the end, it would be such a pleasure to become even closer to you all. Ooh, like that was awkward.
Coming up, the Battle of the Brits shows no sign of stopping.
Are you flirting with me?
No, yes.
Nicole.
Charlie interrupted me. I'm gonna have to try my hardest to make sure I'm the last Brit standing.
So in case I haven't made myself clear enough about how uncomfortable I am here, I interrupted Mr. Remy's toast. This sucks. So, cheers.
Man.
Thank you, Combs. Mr. Combs.
So elegant. Christian's toast. Yeah, it was awful.
Sorry about that.
With Mr. Combs wishing that the ground would swallow him up, he's ensured that our other suitors are one step closer to getting that exclusive invite to the parlour games.
Hello. Bonsoir, Monsieur Rémy et Madame Rémy. Ça fait tellement plaisir de vous connaître ce soir.
For God's sake.
Entre amis et famille.
There is a certain way I present myself. It's what I do and it's what I do best. And if it puts the boys on edge, that's not my fault. They've got to up their game.
Je suis très heureux d'être là pour vous et votre fille merveilleuse.
Shut the up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Vous parlez français? Oui. Super. Must be a very different attire to your normal wardrobe. But it's,
I'm sure it is for even Brits.
I must say, on a Friday night, I do like to wear this wonderful waistcoat.
Mr. Nazir didn't waste any time to try to make an impression. Started out by speaking in French, which was nice because the last time I did, I think probably 6 years ago. Very, very, very personable.
Miles is a Renaissance man, like speaks languages, is proper, knows how to conduct himself in different social settings. Like this fancy dinner is Miles. And I feel like my dad probably sees a lot of himself in Miles. that sort of je ne sais quoi, like they're made for each other.
I would like to invite one of you gentlemen to carve the roast. Who would volunteer?
Time is kind of limited with Miss Remy, and she has to like entertain all the suitors. So obviously I want to stand out. I'll do it.
Mr. Bukikio.
Oh my goodness. Good luck.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
He's actually pescatarian, so.
Wait, but you know how to carve a turkey?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're doing a really good job, actually.
I'm impressed.
Okay, so Danny's invited to Thanksgiving.
This is a good moment for my mom and dad to see Danny B sort of like stepping out, not just kind of fading into the background. Do you normally cut the turkey at Thanksgiving?
I have done so before, but
okay.
family is super important to me. Come from a family of 4, and then I have like 35 cousins. Family is huge. Like, they're my best friends. They're my people. Here you go, my man.
Thank you.
French is only good if you could understand it. My focus is purely Miss Remy and then impressing her family.
Dominique and Mr. Chapman, just wanted to remind you guys, yes.
While the gentlemen are reminded of their manners, another challenge lies around the corner, namely the traditional foods of the era. Anyone for cow tongue?
Wow, that looks delicious. Lovely. Enjoy.
Miss Remy.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
With Jesse, I feel like he's finally starting to let his hair down a bit. He does want to have fun. He's a guy that's like taking the notes and like coming back like, okay, this is what I have to offer.
Tastes like salami.
I can only reach my arms like this high.
Just don't look at it.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
How did you know? Like, it was just like the right girl?
We were at Thanksgiving dinner, and it was the first moment where I was just like, she's supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's cool. I live in my van, and I'm driving around constantly. My time on Castle grounds have been the longest I've been in one place in 2 years. My van's packed. I have a gig in another state. It's an easy excuse just to bounce. I'm terrified of falling in love and changing my lifestyle, and then 6 months down the road after the honeymoon phase is gone, I'm feeling resentment. It's literally been a string of 3 dates and out, 4 dates and out, you know, and town to town.
You look dashing in red.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you said last night at the ball?
Oh, maybe one day we have another date. Then maybe I'll tell you.
I want to know.
Well, I'm glad you want to know. The more you want to know, the more you're going to get close to me.
Okay.
What's that look? Are you flirting with me?
No, yes.
I'll just do a little bit of flirting.
Cheers to flirting.
Battle of the Brits. You know, having Miles here to compete with in the English department, it's getting tough. There are people here that are ruthless. And I'm not by nature, so I'm going to have to start becoming a bit more ruthless. When this thing in, I'm going to jump in. Nicole. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
I mean, well.
No, we get into this. So
you interrupted him, and then he interrupted
yeah, it's only fair, right? You know what? The lemon drizzle, you have the floor. The lemon drizzle and the 2-tier K, it is the British behaviour.
Yeah, we were just bugging at any point.
So you interrupted him, and then he interrupted
Yeah, it's only fair, right? You know what? The lemon drizzle, you have the floor. The lemon drizzle and the 2-tier K, it is the British behaviour.
Yeah, we were just bugging at any point.
We played chess today.
You did?
And
won. I took his queen, and that's what I intend on doing.
Oh, you smooth talker.
Got a lot of talk over here.
I see a lot of talk.
I'm not here to play games. I do feel like I've got a slight edge tonight. Even though my other British friend interrupted me, I'm gonna have to make sure I'm the last Brit standing.
Well,
oh God.
Gentlemen, you don't have to stand. I would like to invite a few of you gentlemen into the parlor with Tessa and myself for a night of fun and games. I would like to invite 4
I want to be chosen for the parlor games. I hope and I pray that, I get some alone time with her. I honestly feel like I deserve it.
Mr. Chapman, would you be willing to join us?
I would love to.
Lord Mumbrae. We'd also like to invite Mr. Bokikio, if you can join us.
Of course.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Nizal, would you join us as well?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, I must say, I've been invited to the parlor games. Here we go. I can see the boys livid, angry, annoyed. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm very happy, but now it's time to turn the hats behind and have a little bit of a boogie.
Parlour games were proof that beneath Regency Britain's buttoned-up exterior lay a naughtier, racier side, yearning to get out. They were the perfect opportunity to sneak some alone time without chaperones.
Okay, we do have some games.
Parlor night.
Let me pour some drinks.
And, if you were lucky, catch sight of a bare ankle or two.
Boys, whiskey?
The parlor is like a modern-day club. That is cool.
Ladies, gentlemen, time to let down your hair. Who knows, possibly even your stockings. Meanwhile, the only thing Mr. Cones has let down is himself.
I interrupted Mr. Remy. I felt like a dog turd about it.
You probably should have waited at least till he was done, right?
I think your intentions were good, just execution was way off.
Your execution wasn't the best.
Gotta learn how to read a room.
What do you mean? I was reading the room.
You read
it wrong.
Mr. Cones, read
You read it wrong.
I'm just gonna read the names of these games. Feather, Shuttlecock, and Poor Kitty.
That sounds amazing.
First up, Poor Kitty involves one person getting on all fours and meowing like a cat, while the other players try not to laugh.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Kitty.
What am I doing?
I want to know what kind of games they played. Hopefully not 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry to see this.
Poor Kitty.
I mean, the optimistic side of me wants to think, based on the last farewell dance, who's least likely to be on the next dance card?
Okay.
And I would say you two. You guys both impressed Miss Remy, and you were on the last dance card. So if I'm in a room with you two, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I love that. I was a little confused about, why I wasn't chosen for the parlor games. But this dinner went well. The whole etiquette thing, I believe I handled myself well. I have to be honest. I do not expect to be on this next dance card.
Do you feel good in a room with me?
Yeah. Also feel great.
Okay, because I felt a little excluded from that.
What if we go away from the Regency, go more modern day games?
Like, Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever is good.
Oh, yeah, wait, that'd be fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good drinking game.
You take a drink if you've done it.
Leave me alone. I will start. Never have I ever gotten a tattoo.
Wait, what?
No tattoos.
Never have I ever had a ménage à trois.
I knew.
Look, I've had an eventful life before this, and I've done a lot of things. It does not mean I'm a bad person. It just means I'm very well experienced.
Never have I ever had more than one piercing.
No.
Not drinking to that.
Never have I ever feared commitment.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. I was being really honest in the moment. So I do know Nicole noticed it, and I'm glad she did, because it's a conversation that we need to have, and she needs to understand where my head's at.
Holy shit. I feel like an idiot right now.
I need a refill.
Wow. My relationship with Lincoln has progressed so quickly. I was intimate with him, and now he doesn't want commitment. I'm confused. Like, if that's not what you want, then why are you still here?
Coming up, Mrs. Remy makes her mark, and the suitors may have met their match.
Oh, crap, Mrs. Remy. This is like an actual sniper woman. That's the kind of family I'm trying to marry into, where there's a sniper mom.
Oh, Mom.
It's the next morning. The suitors' quarters are bathed in golden light, and the inquest into what exactly happened last night has already begun.
How were the parlor games?
Interesting. It was a fun evening, to say the least.
And some are desperate for a Regency hangover remedy.
Are there electrolytes in that tea? I could use it.
You took a full swig of your whiskey when we asked about the commitment, which everyone is like, do you fear commitment? And then you just went, wham.
Oh.
You drank the whole thing.
How did that sit with Miss Remy?
We'll find out.
We'll find out at the farewell ball.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, with Mrs. Remy finally back at the castle, Miss Remy and her mother catch up.
Who is your favorite?
Dan Hunter. He's so confident in himself.
I think life with him would just be great. Mr. Miles Nazaire.
Very charming.
That's why I pulled him to the parlor last night. He was the absolute life of the party.
Was he?
Oh my gosh. He was fun, and he's down to be down. And I always say that, it's such a funny phrase, but I want somebody that's just down to be down.
Yeah.
My biggest concern with Jaquan is he feels really passionate that I'm the one for him. Like, he's so convinced, and I just don't know if I'm there yet. Being in a relationship with somebody that rushes in, it's a little tough and it's scary. I feel like, whoa, like, slow down. Let me think about how I feel.
It's your feeling, whether the attraction is there, whether you think that he's going to be a good compliment to you. I worry a little bit about him being too serious. You certainly know what you want and what you need, and if he's not that, then you have to make that decision.
It's so tough. It's really tough.
It is tough.
With the parlour game suitors nursing sore heads today, those with clearer faculties are going on a clay pigeon shooting expedition. As storm clouds encircle the castle, our gentlemen set off, unaware that as well as shooting, they'll also be put directly in Miss Remy's line of fire.
The etiquette dinner, I just kind of stayed in one place and ate my turkey. So today with clay pigeon shooting, I need to step up my game.
I've never done any kind of shooting like this, so I'm excited to test out my skills and use this opportunity to, step up my game a notch.
The guys are out here wearing their tweed and their little hats. Yeah, they look good, but they look like Elmer Fudd. Especially Dan. It's cute.
You all ready?
I'm a little rusty. It's been a few decades, so. I'm actually pretty excited. So I'm former military, and although I was a doctor, we still had to qualify on weapons.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at it. I got it!
Yay!
Oh, crap. Mrs. Remy is like an actual professional sniper woman.
You're really good at this. Well, you're great.
That's the kind of family I'm trying to marry into, where there's a sniper mom. I'm scared.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Today, our valiant suitors must show extreme calmness under fire, as Miss Remy and her sharpshooting mother have them well and truly in their sights. Not only will they have to hit the target, but their ability to think under pressure will be tested, as they're bombarded with some personal quick-fire questions.
You're gonna do great. I always like to put guys on the spot and kind of derail their confidence. So I'm shooting the questions off. No mercy. This is gonna be really revealing. Hey, Jesse, would you take my last name?
Oh.
Jesse Remy.
No, I don't know if I could.
I feel like you're being pretty judgmental. Jesse, he's showing me how fun he is, and then I'm also seeing his playful side. All right, Mr. Holland, how do you feel about getting my name tattooed on your butt?
What font would you want it in?
Oh! So, Christian, how do you feel about a shotgun wedding?
You caught me mid-shot.
So, Mr. Hunter, have you ever lived with a woman?
Not my sister?
Not your sister.
Yes, yeah.
This game has already got me, wanting to know more about Dan Hunter. I feel like up until this point, I really didn't know much about his, intimate past.
Man.
So I need to dig deep with him.
Headed into the indoors.
Yes, but it was fun. It's been a lot of fun.
I didn't get any time with Miss Remy on a one-on-one setting. That was a bit of a disappointment. It's time for me to start thinking of ideas of how I can stand out amongst the crowd.
I'm ready to do some more shooting, but shooting at Brandy.
Having missed the target earlier, Mr. Hunter decides to freshen up, raid the walled garden, and head off to find Miss Remy.
Today I just made the decision to go find Miss Remy at the castle. You know, it's been a while since our last alone time, and I know I needed to do something to show her that I can be the man for her. Nicole?
Oh my God, Dan. Hi! I am so excited. Dan Hunter is surprising me right now.
Brought you flowers.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. At the shooting date, he revealed to me that he lived with another woman, and I kind of want to know what happened. How long did they live together? Were they dating? Were they married? I have no clue.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you, so I had to come find you today. I feel like we had a great connection, and you always acknowledge that, which I really appreciate.
I'm not going to assume, but I feel like we feel for each other in the same way.
Yeah.
And your cool confidence is also something that I think about all the time. I have another question for you.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't really talked about this, but your past dating life, can you kind of give me an idea of what it looked like? Was there anything else you wanted to say? Are you holding back with something, or?
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bit scary, you saying this, but I just want to know what the future would look like, you know?
I'm actually a little bit on edge. I came in ready to be vulnerable, but those are some things that don't come as easily to me. You know, I take a while to warm up to people, and there's very few people that I really trust to be completely open and honest and transparent with. So I really need to figure some stuff out because right now where we're sitting is dangerous territory.
He has these walls up. It's just frustrating. I have to think, like, how do I marry somebody that can't open up and communicate with me? I just don't know.
While Mr. Hunter is spending time with Miss Remy, the farewell dance weighs heavily on the minds of the other suitors.
Cheers. To not being on the dance card.
To the last man standing.
The type of shots I'd like to take with you guys. And they're back.
Oh, the boys.
Yeah, I love the hats,
Boys.
as expected.
She's good?
Do you guys feel better, more confident? I think we know for sure someone will go home tonight.
You know what? It's easy to joke around, but I honestly have no idea.
I think I'll be on the card. I don't want to really change my lifestyle that much. I think I can fall in love, but the proposal thing is just, that's so foreign to me.
I finally have come to the realization I came into this searching for love and thinking I might be ready for a proposal. But if at the end of this, that's what she wants immediately, I don't think I can give it to her.
I don't know if she's gonna wanna settle for a certain lifestyle or if that's enough. So I think tonight will be an opportunity to actually have that conversation if I am dancing, so.
Well, shit, that just made me nervous. I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves and each other, honestly, is just to be as honest and direct with her as we possibly can be.
I do want to take a deeper dive in our relationship, and I do want her to know every bit of me, inside and out. But I have something so bold and big to tell her. How do I explain this? How do I open up to her about things that I've wanted to talk to her about? I need to pull the trigger on some serious stuff with Nicole.
It's the day of the farewell ball, and with a lack of transparency being shown by some of the suitors, Mr. Cones has something big to get off his chest, and so decides to confront Miss Remy by the lake with some alcohol to help the nerves.
Who do we have here?
Christian.
Brought you a little surprise.
Hi.
I don't want to hide anything from Nicole. I want to set us up for success, and that means being honest. How are you feeling?
It's just tough when I can see myself starting to fall for people, and I feel like something I need to start asking each one of you guys is how serious you are about, like, some kind of commitment at the end.
Is that a direct question to me? Did you just slip that in there?
I slipped it in there.
So neatly? Yeah, so I actually came here right now because I am so serious. I want to show up in the most bare version of myself. There can't be any armor, there can't be any walls, there can't be anything. And for me, I consider myself sexually fluid.
Okay.
I'm so sick of being, like, labeled. by anything, right? I'm so sick of being told what I have to do or what I have to be. And you could be easily the love of my life, no doubt about it. But also, I wouldn't rule out, like, there could be a dude out there. For me, it doesn't really boil down to the gender. Yeah, I just want to love who I love freely without thinking twice about why I love them.
I'm so appreciative that you're opening up in that way. That's huge to me. I'm just grateful that we can have open and honest conversations together and trust each other. I'm over the moon that he's feeling that comfortable with me.
It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be this hard to talk about things.
Christian, I feel so similarly in that, you know, I think about having kids one day and raising them, and I hope by that point they don't have to have the conversation with me of like, Mom, I'm coming out. Like, it should just be, I am who I am.
God, you just, like, just when I think that you're at the top, you just always kick it up another notch. And you just really surprise me. That's one of the best conversations that I've ever had in my entire life. Those are the sort of things that I never thought that I would ever be able to speak about. But sincerely, I could not have asked her to receive everything any better. I've never felt that safe with anybody. Can I just give you a kiss?
Yeah. Gosh, Christian has just always been so open and vulnerable with me. I don't care what you came from. I don't care what you decide to label yourself or call yourself. His acceptance of everybody, his love for everybody, like, I think he would be an incredible husband. I think he'd be an incredible father, no doubt.
I will see you soon, okay?
Thank you, Christian.
The return of Mr. and Mrs. Remy was much cause for celebration. But did the festivities help our remaining suitors or bring inconvenient truths to light? And with the reprieve from last week, tonight, no one is safe.
So going into this farewell ball, I'm nervous and stressed. I don't want to break somebody's heart again. It sucks, but I try to stay hopeful, thinking like I'm getting one step closer to finding my husband every time. But it doesn't make this easier.
I'm pretty confident that I should not be on the dance card, but I was just on it for the first time. So it does worry me a little bit. It's stressful.
When Miles walked in, it felt like I lost my edge. So going into this, I'm feeling nervous again.
Gentlemen, the farewell dance is upon us again. It's been a week of fine dining and shooting, epitomising the life of the English landed gentry. But whose aim has been true and who has been firing wildly into the sodden sky? Only Miss Remy knows. For those dismissed, a carriage is waiting outside. This evening, there will be 4 dancers. I have Miss Remy's dance card here. If I read out your name, please step forward. You might be saying farewell tonight and returning to the modern world. Mr. Chapman.
Every week I'm here, I care about Nicole a lot more, and I can see her care about me more and more. And I am slowly falling in love. I can't say that I'm there yet, but I feel it. The more time I'm here, that's a real possibility. And yeah, it's making my head super jumbled. I'm more confused than ever.
Mr. Mumbrae.
I would hate to go before I've been able to actually really lay my cards out to Nicole and tell her what I can offer. And I do really like her, and I'm going to continue to fight for as long as I can.
Mr. Holland. And finally, on this card, Mr. Hunter.
So, 4 dances tonight, and then number 4 is my name. Obviously, she has some concerns that she wants to address with me here tonight.
If your name was not on the dance card, please make your way up to the balcony. Your journey in romance continues.
Yeah, I'm feeling super confident. I'm still here, wasn't on the dance card, so that means I'm improving some way, shape, and form. I think that's what's going to find me in the finals and possibly a ring on her finger as well.
OK, Maestro, start the music, please. Let's find out who is staying and who is out of time.
At this point, I've formed real connections with these guys. And I see how hard they're trying. And it's getting harder and harder to say goodbye. I'm terrified that I'm gonna break somebody's heart tonight. Mr. Munbury, I wanted to tell you that I appreciate your gestures. I appreciate how you talk about family, wanting to be a part of mine. Sometimes I fear that we are such good friends, and I'm worried about moving out of the friend zone, you know?
I'm fully invested in you, but we need some time alone, you know, away from others, so I can find out the little things like your favourite coffee, your favourite shops, just those little things that make a huge difference. I see you way more than as a friend, but I can't force you to love me.
I don't know if that romantic connection's there. Which is like so tough for me to admit because you're incredible. Like, you're absolutely incredible. And
Don't cry, it's fine. We're allowed to feel that way.
please.
No worries.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
I don't know what we're gonna do without the Charlie Munger. I'm gonna miss it.
No worries. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Pleasure to meet you. Cheers, guys.
Charlie.
I want to feel love at some point. It's just hard for me because I haven't felt it. I kind of don't really know what I'm missing, and I'm obviously devastated that she didn't feel as though we could go further. There just wasn't that spark, I think, and you can't make that. You know, you either have it or you don't.
I believe that me and Miss Remy, we have a strong, deep connection, and I believe I've shown her, you know, that I am able to be more lighthearted and not always have deep conversations, but, you know, fun times where we just laugh.
Mr. Holland, so last time we sort of talked about, you know, me having the opportunity to see more sides of you,
Yes.
to see a more relaxed, fun side of you, and I appreciate the efforts that you made this week. I noticed them. I'm still concerned, though, if we're compatible, and I feel like even my family, my court notices that my sense of humor, my sort of energy and everything, we're just not sure if it's matching right.
I came here and I still feel the same every time I see you. When I see you, you make me happy. Your smile, your sense of humor, your goofiness, all of that. That is real. If you don't see that with me, I don't want to force you to feel any which way. And I mean that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I don't want anything to be forced. You know? I came here with an open heart. You came here with an open heart. It hurts that I'm not that guy. It does. It really does. Because I feel like I'm that guy for you. I love the honesty. I love the transparency that you have given to me.
I just... John, I don't know if we're compatible. I'm so sorry. I want you to find somebody that cares about you the way you care about me.
Yes. It was great meeting all of you guys. It was great, you know. I love all of you. You know, it was great meeting you, brother. You too, brother. I'm speechless. I'm confused. It's a tough pill to swallow. I really thought we had a really strong connection, and I gave it all I had. So, it wasn't enough.
I wanted you to have something perfect on this jacket you wore on our date.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never forget that date with our horses.
Oh, man. I'm gonna remember those times.
I got one last spin.
Spin around for me. Yes! It was so nice getting to know you.
It was a pleasure. I want you
Oh, this is, yes.
have a safe journey. I care about you.
I care about you too. Bye, Mrs. Remy.
Mr.
With only 2 dances complete and 2 suitors sent home, the castle is in a state of shock.
Mr. Hunter and Mr. Chapman, I want you two to stay. I want you two to be here. I really do. I feel like we have such great connections, and to all of you that are left, I'm excited to be here, and I'm happy that you guys are all with me in this. Let's continue on. Let's find love.
I really need to step my game up and make sure that any concern she has, I'm addressing those and showing her that I'm willing to fight for her, because it's going to get harder and harder.
Yeah, that was the hardest farewell ball yet. I have to have a serious talk with Nicole. I'm going through a lot of thoughts. It is getting very confusing.
I legitimately am so crazy. I'm so crazy. If I knew the rules I could break, I would break every freaking one for you.
Lincoln, he said that he was falling for me. That was the first "you're falling for me" that I feel like I can start to reciprocate. My goodness, he was squeezing my hand so tight I could feel it. It's exciting.
In the next chapter of the courtship, it's a battle of the biceps.
Dad bods versus six-packs? I'm not really feeling a lot of hope.
Wow. And while things are heating up,
I really like you, Danny.
I really like you too.
some suitors are getting cold feet.
Do you even still want to be here?
I don't think I can give you the life you want.